Jay, what's happening? Not a great day for us in the NBA yesterday. It's like Jay and I kind of run together in a lot of ways, and I think yesterday we did. But he hit his big play, so that goes a long way. A lot of people, I know, a lot of people care about that. So I think I think for me, it's almost like Miami football, like the way I describe it. It's like we can go 1-11 as long as we beat Florida State, man. We're good, and it's kind of the same way with the picks. Some days we're not going to win every single day, but if you're not going to win, if you're not going to have a winning overall day, if you can hit the ones that that you really really like the best. Usually when you get into those more picks, and I do the same thing, it's like those are the ones I don't want to leave it off, and I'm just you kind of get like in that. So I think we had a few of those yesterday.
Most definitely, yeah. 2-4 overall for me yesterday. Happens, but did hit the top play with the Atlanta Hawks. Shout out them boys. Um, it just it just seemed like a spot for him, even though Trey Young. So shout out that man. My Mavs got beat by the Halliburtons though. The Warriors collapse. The Rockets collapse. I faded the Thunder buddies. I know. Like that was one I probably should have just left alone. But happens, Still, still having a nice season. Still having a nice coming out of the break. So bounce back this week, money making Monday. Small card today in the NBA. Small card overall. But glad to be here with the guys talking some sports. Should be fun.
Yeah, it should be a good day. I mean, there's not a lot, not a lot of big games going on today. Costi, I know what you do. It doesn't really make a difference what the names are of the teams or who's really playing. It's just if they fit, they fit. If they don't fit, they don't fit. But if the shoe fits, wear it, right? That's what
And
Chris always says. Chris
the
always says
shoe
it.
has definitely been fitting in college basketball. I mean, this has been like since January 1st. I mean, it's been unbelievable for all the people that take my free leans that I give out on my videos per day. I've been literally for just the visitors, guys that are not, quite there yet bankroll wise, getting free leans every day with my videos. I've been red hot, but then on the Telegram channel, another big week. I think we were up 7 net games on the week, including the juice. So I can't wait for March Madness. First conference tournament is March 6th. Neutral courts, big added element. Can't really trust the statistics from home and
Not all
away.
conference tournaments are neutral courts, so you gotta make sure we know which is which.
Well,
So
you got to, well, of course. Usually the smaller conferences start out home courts based on seedings, and then for the main one, they could transfer over to a neutral court. Some actually only stay,
they only stay. Some only
like
stay.
the Ivy League only stay.
Yep, and like the Southland places like that too.
So you got to be cautious. And there's a lot of strategies that we use for neutral courts of travel, geographical change based on where they are, where those teams and their fans can actually travel to. Um, so you really got to be dialed in every day, or otherwise it could be very, very tricky. Right, Chris?
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, I was working on the transition there while you were talking, and Chris was a former high school shot putter, so we just need to know: was it easier to shot put at home versus on the road, and how about shot putting on the neutral court? Did you still like sometimes just head on out to a neutral field just to see how far you could chuck the shot?
It's always easier at home, especially when you have the crowd behind you, and you got the home, you got just home field advantage. It's always easier that way.
Yeah, you don't want to be throwing the shot put around inside. That's one thing.
You
You
think
you don't.
you think we have the girls in the stands that do CHRI? They're like holding it up.
Yeah, but see, I always got the ones that did it backwards. Like it was weird. Like they called
They
like I
couldn't figure it out.
yeah, mine was like HIRCS, and it was like they couldn't figure it out. So it was like, yeah,
I
we
could
didn't
see
have
it,
we
Chris.
didn't have the sharpest tools, and we didn't have the sharpest tools in the shed at my high
I
school.
could see it. I could see it. Chris goes, I'm taking the H home tonight. H
Yeah,
is mine.
Shit
Not
there's
throwing.
yet.
no I
Not
in
yet.
team, but there isn't. There's no I in team, but there isn't Chris.
There's no
Yeah, I'm waiting for the A Sun tournament though. A Sun's usually the one that goes first. I think it's March 4th they go. So not even March 9th. We're talking like March 4th.
Yeah, March 9th is the end of the regular season for the big conferences like the SEC, ACC. Normally it's Duke, Carolina, that day, and or the day before, and you got, Ohio State and Michigan State, and all those big games. Probably Michigan State, Purdue this year, Michigan State, Wisconsin, or something. And you have like all those kind of big games like that on that last day of the regular season. But the other conferences have already started, and because like the West Coast Conference, that Gonzaga conference, usually is like that first weekend. Because when I had the place in Vegas, we used to go out a week early, so the conference tournaments you catch at the Orleans, along with of course the potato skins over at TJ Fridays. You got the
so you got the A Sun starting on the 4th, and then it's Horizon League.
Oh, the Horizon. That early?
Horizon on the 5th, Patriot League on the 5th.
I'm going to miss the Horizon.
Sun Belt on the 5th.
Love the Sun Belt.
And then the Ohio Valley and Northeast start on the 6th.
Isn't Ohio Valley Arch Madness?
Yeah. No, that's Missouri Valley.
Missouri Valley. Arch Madness.
Yeah.
All hell breaks loose. That's why there's only 28 days in February, except even this year there's 29. Why is it the shortest month? Not much quicker to get to March Madness.
Can't believe I forgot today. Forgot my Merce. It's Merce Mondays. I forgot it. I knew I left something at home. Dang it. Somebody.
Costa, you got any holes on your walls or in your ceiling from swinging the golf club inside? A little banging around that maybe the wife doesn't know about.
Look up to see.
So I don't swing the club at home. I only swing it in the office, but I have to choke down on a 50-degree wedge.
Oh, so you never take the full swing inside?
Yeah, but I have to choke it down. So I do.
So
but then if I forget to choke it down, yes, Chris, I heard that. If I don't choke it down, I have the
you
drop.
Heard nothing on the piece of innocence.
Smack it. It's always a weird sound. Eric just jumps up out of his seat. I have a putting green and a chipping net. And
why is your putting so bad?
Putting's actually really good lately. Really good lately. I have this new grip. It's the 2-thumb grip. You put 2 thumbs on it, so you hold it like this.
Mitch woke up and chose violence this morning.
I didn't choose violence.
I think coming after Costy's putting.
Well,
I'm telling you, man, it's been really good.
It's sad.
Really, way better than I anticipated.
It reads like a bad book.
It's all right.
Be nice to him.
Got a new putter, too. Got a new putter.
That always solves problems.
I got the jailbird.
Blame the putter.
It's when you go to a golf shop that takes trade-ins, the most traded in club that they have are putters, man. There's just usually hundreds of them. Hundreds of them. With the yellow sticker around them, It's usually hundreds of putters. It's I don't know. I usually get on a putter and I'll use it for 10 years, man, at least.
The technology doesn't matter with putters.
No, I've had a total of really that I've used on a consistent basis since I was a little kid. I've had 3 putters. I had my bullseye putter. I had an imitation bullseye putter, Walter Hagen. Then I had the real bullseye. Then I used the Ping, or not Ping, the Scotty with the center thing. I don't even know what model number it is, the one that I have. And then I have the Scotty that I use now, which I love.
What do you use? Is it yours is a square back?
Mine now?
Is it a blade or a mallet?
It's a blade. I don't know. I'm not into the gear like you are, but it's I have nice clubs and stuff. I know my clubs are good.
You have the Newport. That's what you have.
2.
Newport 2.
Yeah.
So Tiger uses the 2.5.
I used to have the 2.5. That's the one I used to have. The 2.5 with the center shaft into the middle.
Yeah.
Of it. Yeah. That's the other one that I have. I like that one, but I use it if the greens are super, super fast is when at the club, when they cut the greens like really, really tight, if they're having like U.S. Open qualifying there or something, and the greens are like super, super tight. I use that because I change the weights out to like super heavy weights. So it's like on those fast greens, I like it really heavy putter. On slower greens, I just like my regular one, like when we played. I could have putted with the fence post on that day. It wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered.
I was in the zone.
The push, the Mitchy push is what I call it.
It's not just me. That's how the pros putt, man. I was taught by a pro how to putt like that. I was taught by a pro. I've taken 2 putting lessons in my whole life, 2 different pros, and they both showed me the exact same thing, to putt like that, especially on the short ones. Because it gets you on the line. You just got to get on the line. You know, the read is everything. I mean, I play on Bermuda, so it's like I know how to read green. It's like when I'm not on the green is when I struggle more. I like Bermuda, and I like Seashore too. So I like Seashore. Seashore is good. Not a lot of weeds, bumps, and other crap in the Seashore. Anyways, could talk about golf all day. See if I could swing a club in Vegas. That's really the where I'm down to now. I swung again, hurt my shoulder again. So we'll see if I can do it, man. I'm trying. I'll be if I play, I think I'll be on the Viking Express the rest of the night. So, which is okay. That's what they're there for. Not for you guys. I know what you're already thinking. Like, well, if he doesn't use them. Don't want him to go to waste. This guy's like, it's got Vicodins from my arm. We get some bootleg ones. Bootleg Percocets. Anyways. Anything else going on that I should know about? Okay.
I'm trying to think of something. If there's anything.
Do we have like nightly activities set up for Vegas?
Just dinners, right?
Yeah, but like anything else?
I just think we have so many people that you know, it's just gonna be hard to coordinate to get everybody on the same page. I mean, are you gonna want to sit there and watch me play dice for hours on end? Because you're not a dice thrower, right?
No.
Yes.
I just don't get it. The speed is too fast for me. Like you guys are like snake, you know, whatever you. I can't even like keep up with the lingo.
I love
it. Bothers me.
I love
it's the only one I don't know, and it bothers me.
Love the lingo.
Hard 8. Give me two. Hard 8.
Press, baby.
Press.
That's.
I mean, I know the concept.
Just say this. Press it up. And if they say 1 unit, you say all the way up. No, all the way up. All right, pressing it all the way up. Here's your dollar back. Here's your dollar change.
I'm a professional slot player. There's no skill, but I feel like I have a skill. I change the denominations. Sometimes you got to go bigger. Sometimes you click it 4 times.
What's your machine?
I like Huff and Puff a lot. Like that. Dragon Link I like a lot.
Well, pinball.
Pinball is fun, but if you're only playing big, because then you just try to hit the pinball.
Exactly. Well, that's the whole thing.
That's the whole point. Or top dollar.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can show me that because I want to play those, but.
Michael will show you how to play.
Well, I got Micah into it. That's the worst thing. I got him into it. It's the last trip he was sending me videos of him hitting some big hand pays.
Yeah, I had to sit there for those hand pays.
Yeah, because they don't.
Yeah,
they're so slow.
So slow. What always happens is this with Micah. He hits the hand pay, and because we have to wait so long for the hand pay, he hits another one while we're waiting for that one. It's like it happens all the time. It's like It's like he won 16,000. He spent 15,700 of it getting the next hand pay.
I had last week I was there, and I went there for the UFC. So not this past weekend, the weekend before. I hit a hand pay. They came over to reset my machine so you could still play with what you had originally in there before they pay you. Then I had another hand pay on the second click, and the guy's like, "All right, I'll come back with your money and do it all over again." Like he had to come back for 2 hand pays on the same machine. It was great.
Happens, man. Happens.
It was great. I do. It's fun for me. It like turns off my brain. I know there's no skill. I usually go to a place where I could smoke and play. So I'll smoke a cigar, play.
See, I don't go to the place where you can't smoke. I like the non-smoking.
Well, you're not a smoker anymore.
Nope. That's why I like the non-smoking. I get to frown on the smokers, guilt them, shame them, all those sort of things. Show off my white
Even if
teeth.
I brought you like a $200 Opus, you won't smoke it?
I'd smoke that. I like a Robusto though. I don't like the.
Yeah, I'll get you a Robusto size.
Yeah, I'll smoke that.
Something.
All right, you talked me into it. Took a little work. Took a little prodding. Jay's bored with the cigar talk. He's had enough.
Right. I'll get Jay. Will you smoke one?
No.
No.
Jay, just smoke everything else though. That's not tied down. Jay makes 3 stops from the airport to the hotel. He's got the routine down. What did Tony? Oh, we gotta tell Tony Brown we're coming too. Did you guys tell Tony Brown we're coming?
I think I might have.
Tony already knew I was coming. I don't know if he.
Oh, well. Chris is coming.
No, just because we went out for dinner the last time I was there.
All right.
I'll talk to him.
Give him a jingle. I got his jacket. Got sent back to me. Let him know I got his Pick Dogs jacket. I'll bring it. All right. Sure you guys are ready for some picks. Anything else you want to talk about? You all good?
How about that Clippers rebrand?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Jay got lit up in the comments for betting against the Clippers on Saturday.
Fading their ass.
Fading their ass. And then yesterday, was it yesterday? The Kings, right? Got them? Yeah. I didn't win that many games either, but I had the Kings. And you get the Kings in that road dog spot. It's like.
So what he put his boat as the logo? That's his boat, right? Well, it looks like a cruise ship.
Well, that's a Clipper. Isn't a Clipper a boat?
Yeah.
Probably his boat. He's got a mega yacht.
I'm sure he does. All right. Let's do some picks. What games are today? NBA?
Not a lot of.
I don't know. That's why we're milking the clock over here. We've gone into the four corners defense. Four corners offense. Kentucky style. Four corners offense. All right. First up, the Pacers and the Raptors. These guys play all the time. Jay, what do you think? These guys just played on Valentine's Day. They felt the love. It was the Pacers getting the win in that one, 127, 125, not covering.
Yeah. And I know they're on the back end of a back-to-back, and I know they've been terrible on back end of back-to-backs this season, 2-8 against the number. And I know the Raptors have been fairly decent against the number coming out of the All-Star break. All that said, if the Pacers come out and play anything remotely like they played yesterday, they're going to air out the Toronto Raptors. I watched that game from start to finish yesterday. The Pacers are just hooping. And need I remind you guys that the Pacers before the All-Star break and the Pacers that we know who they are not the same team. Halliburton was on the minutes limits restriction heading into the break. He was banged up. And as I've said all season, the Indiana Pacers are called the Halliburtons for a reason because he's the engine, the motor, the transmission, the tires, the windshield wipers. He's it all for this team. And when he's cooking like he was yesterday, and when his team are hitting their threes, when they're getting out on the break, that's when they're dangerous. I think the Raptors are in trouble today. I think the Pacers win this game by double digits.
You know, the comment that I just put up on the thing, it's like, if you're new to the show, yeah, just because we're talking about other stuff, it doesn't mean we didn't do our homework. Chris and I both did videos on all the NBA games already. Cosby has studied the board up and down, and Jay has already done his jam session. So Jay's looking at tomorrow is what he's looking at right now. He's not looking at today.
Mitch, I've done nothing. I thank you for saying I've done nothing today.
Well, we know that. That's what you're good at.
Well, because I did it all last night. I'm just kidding.
You're lazy and worthless.
Yeah. Right.
We're gonna replace you with Eric Pathy and expand the show to 3.5 hours.
The Pathy plan.
The Pathy plan in detail.
I can't wait for his gift to come in. Can't wait for the gift.
I didn't even know they had those. I would have done the pick dogs.
Yeah.
We should do the pick dog.
Well, there's not that many options to do. No, it's just people. I don't think they have. Do they have animals, Jay?
I don't know. I haven't really just been in there.
What's it like, Nike IDs?
You have one of yourself, right?
No, I don't have one of myself. I got. Oh, Jay does.
Jay does, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I've showed you before.
I can't wait for this one to come in. Eric Pathy. I got an iPhone for one hand and holding money in the other. It's so good.
It's kind of like the Nike ID. That's how I got the Mitchy Mambas.
Yeah.
What do you think in this one, Costi?
So it comes in a box.
Nice. Oh, yeah, you have shown it. You've shown it.
Yeah.
You've shown it. Yeah.
Yeah. You pay $8 extra to get the box. Protective.
Costi, what do you think of this game?
Oh, the game. I thought you were going to show something video-wise, something sound-wise.
The Mitchy Mambas?
Oh, those are great. Those are just amazing.
I should wear them in Vegas.
Should. Limited edition, 1 of 1.
Mitchy Mambas.
Those are pretty cool. I'm on the Pacers as well. I know value-wise, Pacers coming off a win. The Raptors, the line should be really 4.5. I talked to a few groups this morning that they like the 6. They're not betting the game, but the line really should be 4.5. Back-to-back. Toronto's rested on 2 days. I'm still not fading the Pacers here. The NBA, it's not like NFL or college football where lines matter nearly as much. Situational handicapping and eyeball test in the NBA matters most. What I saw out of the Pacers, like Jay said yesterday, that's what the Pacers are going to look like the rest of the way if they're healthy. They have all the pieces. All their main pieces are healthy. I think they're going to blow the doors off of Toronto here. I know 6 is a little bit inflated. I'd like it to be 4.5, but I'm still taking the Pacers here, laying the 6.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Pacers as well here. Yeah, not much else I can add to that. I mean, the Raptors are called the Raptors for a reason. Anybody knows my thoughts on this team. I think they're just playing for next year. This team's not taking anything seriously. Just playing out the string. And yeah, like Jay said, they played well coming out of the break, but the Nets and the Hawks, not the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers, like I said, I've had concerns about their defense. They put those concerns, at least at home, to rest yesterday when they shut down the Mavs. So
that's what I'm saying. And I was just going to say that the eye test got to mean something sometimes. Like everything is not in the numbers. Everything is not on paper. At least for me, it's not. I know there are guys that works for them, and I can tell you the numbers and all that stuff, but the eye test matters to me too. And I watched the Pacers kick the living crap out of my team yesterday, who were on a 7-game win streak. It has to mean something, doesn't it? I don't know.
I mean, I tend to lean on numbers going into a lot of games, but I think situationally it's different, right? So
Yeah,
you can see one thing. You can see one thing when they shut down the Mavs, but it's like,
yeah.
are they going to go from shutting down the Mavs is different than laying 12.5 against the Pistons or
Correct.
catching 6 against the Bucks on the road. It's situational, but from that game to this game, I can see the Pacers get it done.
I think this is one of the tougher games on the board, to be honest with you. I think today's card just is tough in general, but I think, whenever you have a small card, it's always going to be tougher than a big card. Nowhere to really hide on these cards. And I think in this one, man, I'm with you guys. I mean, I had the Mavericks too yesterday, and I thought I was good. I don't know how I got sucked into it, the first quarter, thinking, oh, man, we're good. Good here, man. Good. I got this one. Circling that shit. Didn't happen for me, though, man. And I'll tell you what, that fourth quarter, it was just like, stop, It's like one of those things where it's just like, just stop. It's like when you have a team that's up by like 45 in the NFL, they get an interception, run it up back for a touchdown, they're all ass slapping. It's like, it was like that. It was bad. But I think part of it is the Mavericks just got sick of playing there. They knew they were done, and they were just like, I don't even want to be part of this.
Yeah. It wasn't as bad as the score would indicate, but the Pacers did kick the crap out of them.
Oh, yeah. No, they took over. They took over.
Yeah. So it's
much to my chagrin.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. I got my chagrin kicked in.
Got kicked in the chagrin.
I did, man. Yeah.
Me too. I was right there with you.
I was on the business end, man. It's like, it sucked. It's like, why did I take the Pacers second half? Hedge out. Oh well, man. Live and learn. I think on the other side of this, I think the Raptors have been playing pretty well, and the fact that they're even in the discussion here, they even can have this kind of discussion in this game, just shows you that the Raptors, I think, are improving and might be headed in the right direction on their, in their final season in Toronto. I think.
Can I see the list? Can I? No, hold on. I think I need to remind you. Hold on. Can I see the list?
I know where they are. I know that.
There we are.
They could be the first cross-off on the list, man.
No. They're perfect.
Atlanta.
I like the way they're playing. Now
Atlanta might come off.
You look with OG now hurt, right, on the Knicks. They might have got the best of that trade, man. I mean, what if he doesn't come back 100%? It's like he's been out for a while now, It's like,
he's coming back mid-March, right?
Yeah. It's like sometimes these guys, they're never the same. No,
You're saying when Chris came back after his strained groin for shot put, he was never the same?
Well, Chris was the same after that. It was his third bout with the meat sweats that kind of really got us. It was that recent bout with the meat sweats, the last time he was out.
And it was non-shot put related for the strained groin.
Yeah. It was
off the off the field.
I know. We had to we have to come up with a substitute player to represent us in the pickleball tournament.
Everybody keeps playing it.
I'm
surprised you don't play,
Costi.
I really have nothing. It's like I'm surprised you don't play because it's.
Well, here's what happens. I get to the club, and I'm like, golf. It's always just like I go left. I don't go right. I go left. It's hard.
Yeah, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. Don't want to. All right. Jay, pickleball in it?
I've never played, but I feel like I'd be pretty cold.
I'll tell you, I'm a good tennis player and a good at ping pong, racquetball,
I'm
all
alright.
racket sports.
I'm all right.
I think I'd be good at it.
My sister is cold, and my cousin is really cold. My cousin, he's in college. He's a freshman in college, but he goes to Rome City Institute in Rome for tennis. It's cold.
Yeah,
So,
I grew up playing tennis, so
y'all seen my grandpa's upstairs room with all the tennis rackets. Like tennis, they love tennis in my family.
Just got the alert. The Eric Pathy gift is on its way.
Do they know it's the? Do they call it the Pathy plan?
They try to charge me for the Pathy plan. I just said, look, I'm in. Let me just pay for the whole thing.
Yeah, I can't do pickleball. The lateral movement isn't what it used to be.
You could do this. Look, slide in your chair. Side.
Can you imagine you guys are out there playing like legit pickleball? I'm rolling around in an office chair trying to get to the...
Chris keeps telling us the eyeball test on Jay's swing is not the same as it was yesterday. Man. That might, yeah. We need more activities in Vegas. The more you can get me away from the casino for 4 days, I'm all ears. 30 minutes at the slot machine can get pretty dicey sometimes.
I'm around, man. I'm good.
I'm the opposite. I may not see the outdoors for 4 days when I'm there. Breathing that casino air for 4 days.
What's your go-to? You play poker?
Usually blackjack and roulette.
Blackjack's. I'll play blackjack with you.
All right.
I'll play blackjack.
I don't play roulette. Roulette's boring for me.
I go to like those little live dealer machines. Like they have one at Planet Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, they have that most places now.
Because I don't want to get the dirty look from someone that I randomly sit down at a table and they give me like the stink eye because I threw off the order of the cards or something like that.
I like the tables where they say you can't come in mid-shoot. Those are my favorite.
I don't play those games either.
Don't even think about it.
I don't play.
I
don't play blackjack anymore because they went to the 6 to 5 for blackjack. Won't do it.
You are the shooter.
Everyone gets to be a chance to be the shooter. It's easy. Just push the shooter button.
Push the button.
Hot shooter. Push the button.
I remember meeting Mitch and Aria, and we're gonna go get something to eat. You gotta wait a sec. I gotta be the shooter.
Everyone gets a chance to be the shooter.
Push
easy.
the button.
Push the shooter button. Table max at Aria on the push the buttons 5K on bubble crabs. I'm not saying that I'm always there, but I'm just saying I know someone that's been there before. If you have more than 5K out in bets, they don't let you put any more down. That's it.
I'm pumped. Less than a month away.
I know it's less than a month away. I'm stoked. I'm ready. I just don't know if I could swing a golf club. I think that's to me is
It's only 1 day.
I know, but I want to play. And I'm not going to ride around in a cart if I'm not playing. That's for damn sure.
What are the cart selections? You and Sean?
What?
You and Sean in a cart?
What do you mean? I thought I was playing with you. Your wife's.
Well, it's all of us. No, you can be in the cart with me. I don't want to be in a cart with Sean. So that Alan told me this thing. He said, Sean's, you never know, but he kicks the ball a couple times. Just saying. Just don't be surprised if he just
cheats.
I didn't say that. I said
Improves his lie.
Improves it.
What's the number one way people cheat in golf? I know all these because I play at public courses.
Not counting strokes.
Yeah, lie about their score. That's number one. They always give me a 5, give me a 6. It's like you got out of 6. Like, like which trip to the woods, are you talking about? It's like, when I lived in Ohio, I played at this course called Blue Ash, which was a qualifier for the U.S. Public Links. You don't know who you're going to get paired up with. I mean, I had a Costco bin full of balls because these people hitting it into the woods, and my ball sitting out there. I had nothing to do. Just picking up balls in the trees all day, man. It's like so many of them. It's like, oh my God. Oh, that was great. Nice playing with you. I had at Bethpage, my friend Rick and I had this guy. We're on the. We said on the 18th. My friend Rick says it was really nice playing with you, and the guy he turns to us. He's yelling at us. He's like, "I saw you guys laughing at me when I was taking up those giant divots out there." And it's like, my friend Rick is also famous for the guys that like before they had the rangefinders. The guy's thinking, "Oh, I think it's 67 yards. I think it's more like 64." It's like, my friend Rick's like, he just yells at him. He's like, "Neither of you can hit the green at all." He's like, you get paired up with these guys. Oh my God, man! You don't know who. That's the whole thing about going out as a single. You never know who you're gonna get paired up with, man. I've been paired up with scratch golfers, playing from the tips.
Yeah.
When the course is, I'm not a tips player at that course. And it's like, I've been paired up with just, hacks of hacks. I've been paired up with people that don't speak English. I've been paired up with, 3 Korean guys all named Jim, ironically. What's your name? Jim. What's your name? Jim. What's your name? Jim. Yeah, that's easy. It's like, their names.
It's nothing worse than the guy that takes like 7 practice swings and then hits it 50 yards.
The worst to me is the guy in the $4,000 outfit, who.
Oh, it's always that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
top of the line equipment.
Yep.
Outfit.
Lining it up. I mean, I stand up and hit, man. I don't do all that stuff.
You have a better chance of going up and hitting it and not thinking than as an amateur to take 4 practice swings.
Ben Hogan says take 1 waggle and that's it.
Yeah, I don't take any practice swings. I do one before I even get up to the ball. When I address the ball, let's go.
I do like a little waggle.
Yeah, just release the tension. Yep.
Yeah, just a waggle. No, just to line up the club to make sure I'm pointing in the right direction because my eyes are bad. Just to make sure, like, if I make contact and it goes straight, that it's actually going to go in the direction that I generally want it to go. I use the term general pretty loosely there. Anyways, Knicks against the Pistons. Costi, this is your game. 37 minutes in, we are on game 2. If you joined us late, don't worry. You didn't miss anything except for one game.
We did all say the Pacers consensus.
Yep. Took us 37 minutes and 22 seconds to get there. But
I have to take the Pistons here. I don't love it. Definitely not betting this game, but the Knicks are beat up. I don't see them blowing anybody out. The Pistons have been crappy lately, not even just losing, obviously, that they've done all season, but also not covering after they had a good stretch before the playoff break. All-Star break. I don't know. I don't trust New York right now. I'd rather just live and die by the 11 points in my back pocket here. So not betting it at all, but Detroit plus 11.
Yeah, give me Detroit plus 11 as well. I think it's just a spot where you take the points with the Pistons, who have shown that they can at least cover these big numbers. They haven't shown it in the last couple games, but the New York Knicks also haven't shown an ability to cover for much of anything the last couple weeks. I mean, they've lost 5 of 6, and 6 of their last 8, 1-7 against the number in those 8 games. So give me the Pistons and the points here as well.
I'm gonna take the Knicks. I just think this is I think they're making too much out of it. I think it's almost too easy to take the Pistons here. Cade Cunningham's playing well. It's like, no way. No chance. Taking the Knicks, I'm laying the bundle of points. It's like, why are the Knicks favored by 11 points in this game? With like major injuries. Randall, OG, right? It's like, why are they 11-point favorites in this thing? I'm taking the Knicks. Just seems like sucker of sucker bets. Jay?
Nah, man, this line is exactly where it's supposed to be, in my opinion.
With the injuries?
Yeah. Everybody's starting to act like the Pistons is like something good. They're still the worst team in the league.
Yeah, they got
Not against
25
the
games
spread.
left to go, man. They're going to make it to double-digit wins this year.
I don't
Doesn't mean
know.
they
They
get the
might
spread.
not.
They're going to make it.
They might not. And they
Yeah.
are okay against the spread, but they're
Well,
okay.
if you think they're not going to make it, you should bet against the Pistons money line every single game and just roll it over. You know, you could roll it over, bet against the Pistons money line every single game, and just roll it over from here on to home and see where you end up. My guess is if you put $20, you'll end up at probably $100,000, maybe more.
Now, I think at the end of the year, if you bet the Pistons money line the rest of the way,
No, against the Pistons money line.
against the Pistons money line.
Yeah.
Even if you take the Pistons money line the rest of the way, you'll probably break even.
No, Jay thinks they're not going to win a game.
Nah.
I think they're getting out. I think it's getting out of control. They're still one of the worst teams the league's ever seen. I think the Knicks air them out. I do. I think this is the get right spot for the Knicks. Like it just makes sense in my opinion. Like they've lost 4 of their last 5. They have been reeling, but when you look at it, when you go back and just look at it in hindsight, losing to the best team in the league, Boston. They did beat Philly on the road, lost to a great defensive team in Orlando on the road. Orlando hoops at home. Lost to Houston, who hoops at home. Lost to Indiana. No shame there. This is the first spot in quite a minute where it's like the Knicks are head and shoulders the better team. I could see Brunson going in here for 30. I could see Bogdanovich going off on his old team. Hell, I could see Burks having a nice game if he gets some clock.
Against his old team?
Yeah.
These are his friends.
I don't know. I'm going to get ass a bucket. I don't know. Would I be surprised if Detroit covered? No, I wouldn't. But I'm laying the points here with New York.
Burks. The Burks Show.
Bounce back spot at home.
What are you having for lunch, Chris? Anything good?
When I know, you'll know. I was thinking chicken parm.
Chicken
Whoa.
parm.
Light
For
lunch.
lunch? That's
Light
heavy.
lunch. Light lunch. Hey, who are you to judge? We'll see. We'll see.
You instantly take a nap after you eat the chicken parm?
I mean, I take a nap regardless, so it's like
You take a nap every day?
All I can tell you is that Saturday afternoon, you'll be seeing Jay and I at lunch over at Spago. You're welcome to join us. If we're playing golf on Friday, I can't hit Spago on Friday. But it's like if we're not playing golf on Friday, if I'm not playing, maybe I'll go have lunch with Jay on Friday at Spago also. Maybe we'll go to Spago every freaking day for lunch. How's that sound?
I've never been.
Yeah, you probably still won't be. It's a table for 2.
What about Saturday?
All
wow.
right, you can come.
Okay, Costi, we'll go. We'll get another table. It's fine.
And it's good with Eric when you go to these places because he doesn't even eat. He's just like, Eric, I'm taking you out to eat. And he just gets water. Literally doesn't eat.
They have this glazed salmon salad there. It's like, I know it doesn't sound like it's the greatest thing in the world, but I can tell you what, it'll knock your socks off, man. It's like, it's the best salmon. I'm not even a salmon person. But it is.
I like salmon a lot. That sounds delicious.
It's unbelievable, man. It is so good. It is like, it's ridiculous. I love Spago. I like saying that I ate at Spago also. Where'd you guys
Just
go?
fun to
We just stopped by Spago real quick.
I'm
Said hi
excited
to
to check out
the-
that Asian place that you were talking about at the Win.
Oh, we'll be there.
Oh, we already got we got the big table at the rear, not the rear, the Golden Steer,
Golden Steer. Old
the
school
rear,
Vegas.
old school.
It is old school Vegas. The sides are like the size of
Eric took me one of the first trips I went out with Eric. It's off the strip. I gotta remember what it was called. But they have a happy hour for steak, but it's at 2 a.m. It's like you go there, like literally 2 in the morning. I gotta find out what it was. It was actually really, really good. I mean, not good that I ate a New York strip at 2 o'clock in the morning, but it's Vegas. It's like happy hour, 2 a.m.
such a. I just love it. Oh, there it is. There's a picture of it. All right, let's see if we can get it here. This will explain a lot. Hey, where did it go? Oh, there it is. All right. Let's see. Where are we at?
Chris, are you the type that I go outside of the casino and I see a limo pull up and you get in it and it says Spearmint Rhino right on the outside of it?
No.
So you walk out, there's a limo just for Chris.
You know, the best way I can describe it is, do you ever see that scene from Home Alone 2 where Macaulay Culkin goes out of the hotel and they're waiting for him with a limo and a cheese pizza? They're taking him to the toy store. That's me, but it's going to Spearmint Rhino.
There it is.
Oh, it does look good.
There's Jay's burger right there in the background.
That burger looks good too.
Jay said it was the best burger he's ever had at Spago. He's a regular.
Can't wait to get back.
Say hi to the gang. Let the gang know you're coming.
Yep.
Nice. They're nice to us there.
I'm looking at the Golden Steer menu.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Should just say big food.
Big food.
Kind of spelling mistake on the menu, but that's just what I do.
Okay.
Your work. Give
It's
them a
okay.
call. Give HR a call. Just let you know. I'm coming there March 21st. Just letting you know there's a spelling mistake on your menu.
It's really bugging me.
It's really, yeah.
I'll have the surf. Hold the turf. Where are we at? So we did that one. Grizzlies against the Nets. That's me. No, this one's Chris.
All right. Jeez. Give me the and this game sucks. Sexy pick. Give me the under. Under 215. First to 100 wins this game. I mean, Brooklyn 83 points, 93 and 88 in their last 3 games. I get the Memphis Grizzlies are obviously better than the Celtics, the Raptors, and aren't better than the Celtics, Raptors, and Timberwolves, but come on, Brooklyn. This team's stinking up the joint. And the Memphis Hustle, I don't expect much from them either here. First to 100 wins this game.
I'm taking the Grizzlies, man. This is not even a game. This is going to be a slaughter. I just don't like the way the Nets are playing. They're not playing well. So, taking the Grizz, who know who they are. They know who they are as a team.
I'm taking the Grizz as well. 5th straight home game. They've been the team that have shown the more fight recently. Argument could be had if a better team. I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but argument could be had, bro. The Nets, do they have the more talent? Sure. But does that mean anything? Not really. They're up one game. The Nets are 21-35. The Grizzlies are 20-37. Yeah. I'm rocking with the home team. Memphis at home, look at their last couple home games against the spread. That's where they be winning, covering. I'm not the Nets are a sharp falling knife, and I'm not trying to catch it, man. I'm not trying to catch it. Give me Memphis and Memphis.
Costi.
The Hustle are playing extremely well of late. I like what I'm seeing. They were actually in that game with the Clippers most of the game. They got the cover, but they were literally in the game the entire time. They beat Milwaukee at home prior to that. Jared Jackson's playing really well of late. And like Jay said, the Nets are a fallen knife. They're a complete disaster. The last game that they won was at home against the San Antonio Spurs. Literally, they won 2 games in February. So I'm not trusting them, especially on the road. Memphis Hustle, give me 2 points in my back pocket. Take it all day.
All right. One more game in the NBA. Who said it was going to be a quick show? We got the Kings and the Heat. This one's to me. Man, this is a hard one because I love the Heat in this spot. I hate the Kings as a favorite, but at the same time, the world's on the Heat in this game. And the world. I love my Miami Heat. Everyone knows I'm taking them anyway, but it's going to tread lightly.
I like your Heat today too, Mitch, and I'm treading lightly as well. I want to see your injury report clear up. I hear a lot of people on there.
Too many.
So I know. Like you said, this is where I like to bet Miami. Road dog. When I do bet them, road dog, that's where I bet them. That's where I don't like to bet Sacramento, sizable home favorite. If this injury report clears up, I'm gonna bet Miami. So that's how I'm feeling in this. Right now, it's probably a no bet, but if it clears up, I'll take Miami.
Costi.
This is not a game I'm trying to bet right now at all. There's so many guys on the injury report. If Jimmy Butler was playing tonight, it's a no-brainer, even if I was getting 5 points. But without him and the laundry list of injuries, can't take them. I'm not betting this game, but if I had to take a lean, I'm taking the Kings. But no way I'm touching this game, at least until I see what's happening with this injury report.
Chris?
No, I'm going to take the Heat here. This yesterday was a spot to have the Kings. This is the opposite spot. At home as a big favorite. They're 2-7 against the number this season as a favorite of at least 5.5. The Heat just always seem to find a way. And I know this is a massive injury list, but I don't know. I just think the Heat find a way to get it done once again. So give me the Heat plus the points.
Fair.
So I don't know. I know Jay reads the comments on his videos and a lot of YouTube comments in general. So did you see the guy yesterday who commented after every single comment and he said, take the Clippers minus 4.5, 3 exclamation points. You're going to thank me tomorrow, double exclamation point. Guarantee winner, broom, lock, money bag. Did you catch that? And he put it on every single comment.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, go take a look at yesterday's jam session. Go take a look at the comments. And this guy put this on every single comment. So he left it about 65 times. I wanted to block him, but I had to leave it, because I knew what was going to happen in the game. So it's like I just had to leave it. But look, he did it. Look how many times it's there.
That's insane.
You see it? It's like every freaking comment, he leaves it as the response.
That's insane.
I always say people have a lot of time on their hands to go through it and do it on everyone.
Some guy yesterday said he made $2K off fading my picks. It's like I haven't been great the last week, but I've been on the leaderboard still all season. And the thing is like, I mean, the reality, the truth of the situation is, I mean, let's face it, I've made millions and millions of dollars fading clowns like that guy, and it's pretty documented out there. You know, it's not like nobody knows that, you know, to be the case. Everyone's been on this journey with me the whole way. So weird, right? People are just weird in YouTube comments. Then
another comment I saw yesterday, you know this channel is growing with how long the ads are.
Yeah, it is growing.
It made me chuckle a little bit.
I think they're trying to I think YouTube is trying to push people to the premium so like they show more ads. You know, is really all it is. That's all they're doing. You know,
that's what I'm saying. We don't control that part.
No, we don't have any control over it at all.
We don't pick the ads that go in front of it or after it. It's all.
Well, we can pick who doesn't go in front of it.
Right.
That's about it.
Yep.
All right,
College hoop.
Yeah, Costi, what are you selling today?
Not in the selling business. I'm in the educating business. You guys are
Good story.
love that. I love the beat. Never gets old. Never gets old. But so right now, as we head into March Madness, I specifically use two groups that are specialists in neutral court games. They don't do the regular season. So if you've been a part of my sharp trading plays so far for this season, you know how good those plays have been, and a lot of people made a lot of money. So for March Madness, you'll get access to those groups as well. If you want to join, head on over to Pick Dogs, go to Sharp Trading Plays on the Premium Picks drop down, and shoot me a text, 775-636-7674. Mr. Pathy is also getting a ton of volume down in tennis, in golf. Currently, we have college baseball going, so those sub-markets, we're capitalizing on everything. So if you do have a bankroll of $10,000 or more, feel free to contact me direct, and I'll give you a completely free consultation.
Jay, what are you selling?
Today, man, I have, my NBA play of the day. We cashed on it yesterday with the Atlanta Hawks, and we're trying to cash on it today. We're hitting at about a 58% clip on that play for the season. So I've been tracking them this season on Twitter. And I didn't start at the very beginning on Twitter. Of course, every single play at Pick Dogs Premium is documented. If I wanted to take the time and go figure it out for the entire season, I could. But when I started, it was kind of a little late into the season. Anyways, this is the 100th one. So I really want to hit this one. We are currently 58, 37, and 4. Last 99. Going for the 100th today. If you want to hop on with me, you can hop on with me. Having a great season in the NBA. Trying to keep it rolling.
Chris?
Yeah, I got 5 plays in total. 3 college, 1 NHL, and 1 NBA. Got a couple. I got 3-pack, 1 top play from each one. Got my top play from each sport as part of a 3-pack, and college hoops 3-pack as well.
All right. oldie but a goodie. All right. Got college hoops.
What you selling today?
I just have one college hoops play. My play of the day has been just dead money.
Me too.
Just
It's like,
dead. It's like it's been so bad. It's like overall my regular picking is.
Oh wait, I thought you meant you would have been hot on the top
No,
play.
oh no, dead. Just dead money. I was on like a month heater going on it, and then the last week I have not had a good week overall. It hasn't been like horrible, like I can't win it all, but it's like, oh man, it's just every game that could go against me, every bounce that goes against me, every missed free throw, every bullshit, whatever. It's like no matter which side it is, man, it just goes against me. The missed free throw, the foul with less than a second left to go, all that crap. I've been beat every way possible. So you got to get those out of your system, and everyone knows, when it comes to March Madness, ruled the roost. Last year I did not have a great March Madness. It was my first losing March Madness ever as a handicapper online. Most of the times I have the best March Madness. So I'll put out a March Madness package for everybody. And I'll give it out for free if anyone buys Jay's or Chris's package. Buy Jay's All Access package. Get my March Madness package for free. How's that sound?
Oh, shit.
How's that sound, Costi?
What's that?
Well, thanks
Trying
for
to
paying
give away
attention.
free stuff?
Thanks for paying attention.
I heard what you said. You've given away free stuff.
Yeah.
I like that.
Buy
I like
Jay's. If you buy Jay's All Access, you can get my March Madness package for free.
That's correct. That is correct. 2 for 1. We did that over the weekend. A lot of guys joined. But again, it's for bigger players because you can't handle volume with Jay's NBA and college basketball all at once and be able to play the right units across the board. So 10K or up.
I have never really done an All Access, but I think I might be ready to do it. Mitch Access.
Mitchy Mamba. You get a complimentary Mitchy Mambas with every subscription.
I don't think so. But you might get something. We'll get you a nice Pick Dog sticker. How does that sound?
Raul, why is you so mad about the NHL, bro? Why is you so mad?
What's going on? Someone's getting heated in the comments.
Yeah,
What's your NBA play of the day?
You want to know what it is? It is the $25 play over at Pick Dog.
Yeah.
Wow, he hates your NHL picks, Jay.
No. Them Coyotes, man. I know. I got to go off of them.
College hoops didn't get me in February. It got me just the last week of February.
Them Coyotes yesterday, Roof. Ugh, I'm done, bro. For I didn't have them officially or nothing like that, but still. Damn.
Raul likes my college basketball. Thank you,
I'm-
Raul. Likes it.
Whatever.
Roadkill.
I mean, the free release on the video with the education piece has been lights out all week. Every game. Imagine if you were on the Telegram channel. A lot more.
I say shit like that, y'all turn me up. Like, I'm gonna go crazy in hockey today now just because y'all think I can.
Hockey.
Yep. Hockey.
What's the Tour Speed golf ball? I've never even heard of this one.
Tour speed? It's
That's right.
below the Pro V.
It's people that swing harder than I do. Is that what that's for?
No. I mean, there's so many different levels for spin rates, and like the softer balls usually go further, but they're not as good around the greens for feel. I think Tour Speed's just another like one underneath the Pro V1. I don't buy balls. My buddy fishes them out. He's a big fisherman because he partakes in certain activities like the 8% in Denver do not like. Not going to say what they are, but that
Not a
8%.
witch hunt. It's not a witch hunt. We just need to know.
And he micro doses. So like we play.
I'm
and I can
macro. We take the other, like they only take a tiny bit. We take the rest.
Yeah. Well, I play with him and I'm like, oh man. I look at him like when micro went macro.
I love macro.
You didn't quite figure it out this morning.
I slept under a tent in Buffalo in the '86 Dead Tour. That's how
playing
dosed
with him.
I
He's
was.
like a
And under the
forehand.
10.
He's a 4 handicap. And I'm like, your ball's in the middle of the fairway. You've been in the woods for 5 minutes. Like, what are you doing? Just getting you balls. So I appreciate it. Okay. Like, you're literally in the middle of the fairway, 90 yards out on a par 4. Like, you're in the woods. Just enjoying the scenery. That's when it's macro. When it's micro, he's in the zone.
I like macro. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not going to apologize for it. You got Delaware against Drexel. You got North Carolina, Miami. Kansas State, WVU. Morgan State versus Norfolk State. Neither of those are really states. Got Nicholls State against Incarnate Word up. North Carolina Central versus Delaware State. Howard versus Coppin State. Bethune-Cookman versus Alabama State. South Carolina State versus Maryland Eastern Shore. FAMU versus Alabama A&M. Oh, we might as well just do the whole schedule. Lamar versus McNeese. Houston Christian, formerly known as Houston Baptist, versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi. The Abe Simpsons versus Texas Southern. Campbell versus UNC. Ruffolo lost it on that one. We've got Mississippi Valley State versus Prairie View. That could be the day.
That's the matchup. That's the matchup.
TCU Baylor. Chris?
I mean, how can I not take the Abe Simpsons? Give me Prairie View A&M against Mississippi Valley. I think anytime you can fade, huh?
Is that the Romanellis?
Maybe it is. I don't know. Yeah, anytime you can fade Mississippi Valley State and do it by taking less than double digits, I'm going to take it. Yeah, give me the Panthers there. Give me TCU at home against Baylor.
Panthers?
There's no old logo, new logo.
On my 7 free picks this morning, I forgot which Kings I was talking about. I was like,
oh no.
It's the other Kings.
Give me TCU laying the 2.5 against Baylor. I think I like this Baylor team, but I like them a lot better at home. TCU playing well at home. I think they get the job done on their home floor here. Baylor's had some issues on the road, so give me the Horned Frogs and give me South Carolina State laying the 8.5 against Maryland Eastern Shore. Maryland Eastern Shore had a good year last year, but back to looking like the Maryland Eastern Shore that we're used to seeing year in and year out, and that's a team that finishes at the bottom of the conference. So give me South Carolina State laying the 8.5 at home.
Jake?
I'm only playing one thing today in college hoops. I like a couple, nothing to really pull the trigger on, but today's got to be the day. Today has to be the day. I don't want the points. I'm taking a deep step back. Money line. Let's go. Mississippi Valley State. They got to do it.
Delta doubles, bitches.
Or they're going with. So
They're coyotes of college hoops.
I know, Roof. But I love you taking my plus money shots. You got to. That's what makes it fun.
The nice thing about March Madness is you're no Miami in there, so I'm not got to worry about missing their games or planning around it.
So that's all I'm really betting in college hoops today. All right. The auto bet situation, as Eric would tell you, the path he's playing is to take TCU, the unranked home favorite over the ranked opponent coming in. And I have been following that in certain aspects this season. But I don't necessarily like it here. But I'm not going to bet this game. But if I were to, I would take Baylor money line. Because if they had won at Houston, I would 100% be on TCU. If Baylor had won at Houston, I would be on TCU. But because they lost that game, I think they still come out with fire.
Choke artists. They choked that game.
Did you see that shit, man?
Missed the free throw. The choke artist.
The big fumbled away that one. The guard dropped it off to him.
Choke, man.
Beautifully.
It was the choke of
Beautiful.
chokes. They had it won. They had the game won.
They had it. I had Baylor money on that. That was my only college basketball loss on Saturday. With Baylor. But to play Houston that tough at Houston means something. Houston has blown everybody out at home this season. So, I don't know. If I were to bet this game, it would be Baylor. I'm probably going to leave it alone. But I am betting Mississippi Valley State money line. If they win, yes. Chris, what are the chances of them winning today?
The proverbial snowball's chance. And
so I'll tell you this much. On Saturday's show, Jay asked Ron Romanelli, said, does Mississippi Valley State, are they going to go on winless this season? And Romanelli said their best chance is Prairie View A&M. That's what he said on the show. He said their very, very best chance. I took Mississippi Valley State in the video as well. So, Costi, what are you looking at?
Early on, starting out at 6:30, love Delaware at home. Drexel's trash. I mean, they both have the same record, but Drexel on the road is just garbage. They haven't done anything on the road this year. And Delaware, they lost a coin flip game against College of Charleston. They weren't a heavier favorite. Other than that, they've been really solid at home overall when the games are supposed to win. I just like the spot for them as we're getting closer to tournament play. It's only a small number, 2.5. I just like Delaware at home, and if I can get a bad team on the road against them at home, I'll take it without having to lay a big number. The next game that I like is Bethune-Cookman, another great home team. Alabama State is garbage as well on the road. And Bethune-Cookman's, 12 of their losses have come on the road. So much different team home and away, while Alabama State's only won 3 on the road. So give me Bethune-Cookman. And then the last game, like I said, I stick to my theory. Eric Pathy and myself are cut from the same cloth. I have an unranked team at home against a ranked team. This happened the other day with Wake Forest Duke. Same situation. I get it that Baylor's played extremely well, but I think they got up for that Houston game much more than they're going to get up for a Monday night game at TCU. I just think it's a bad spot for them, and the odds makers see it as such. Give me TCU laying the points at home versus Baylor.
I like Mississippi Valley State also plus the points. I like Texas Southern against the Abes. And
y'all really call them Arkansas for the newbies out there. That's the Abe Simpsons, Arkansas Pine Bluff.
I like Miami plus the points against North Carolina. And
is that a homer pick or is that for real?
It's for real. I mean, the last time they just played, they went to overtime. Or they lost. Miami lost by 3.
I just was asking.
We normally beat them at least once a season. And I like Norfolk State against Morgan State.
I had who did I have on Saturday against North Carolina? I was out to lunch, and you ever be out to lunch and then they just got a game on, so you're like, well, since I'm here, I might as well put a couple dollars on it. And so it was Virginia. That's who it was, and they're ass. Virginia, so ass. Oh my God, I had put a couple dollars on Virginia, and North Carolina was not playing with them boys.
NHL got Capitals against the Senators. Got the Star versus the Romanellis. Got Edmonton versus the other Kings, and the Smoking Kraken versus the Bruins. Here's my card from this morning where this is why I can't read my own writing. I had the Kings, the money line versus the Oilers, and I was like Kings against the Heat, whatever, and was like, I'm looking at my card, I'm like, I already did that one, so I'm like the other Kings. That's why this is my rating right there. You can see I do this and then I do. Aloha. Ahuyo.
Ahuyo.
Ahuyo. You know what that means? Till we meet again. Ahuyo.
Hockey
Chris.
Guru, speak to us.
Yeah, tell us. Guide us into the back of the net.
Yeah, man. Give us some locks, man.
Kick save, man. We need a kick save.
Lock emoji. You feel me? That's what we need.
Where are the locks? Who's got the locks?
Who's got the bagel? Because I got the locks.
Oh, yeah. I love bagel locks. Remember, that's what I got when I came to visit you. The first place you took me to.
What is bagel and locks? What is that?
It's
Oh,
like
my God.
it's a smoked salmon.
You put cream cheese, bagel, and smoked salmon. It's like a traditional.
It's delicious.
So I've probably only eaten like one bagel in my life, and it was probably like the little store-bought bagel. And I just
They don't have bagels in Texas?
No. I mean, probably,
those
but
Texas
it's not.
bagels.
Like, no. I've never eaten a bagel for real.
What?
So, like, nah.
So confusing. You've never eaten like a real good bagel? Oh, because he
No.
hasn't been to New York. New York's got,
I've never
But
never eaten a bagel. So, like, when people talk about bagels with like cream cheese, I've never had
How about
that.
a bacon, egg, and cheese? Not on a bagel?
No.
What?
Never.
This is like
Ruffolo's like, I'm familiar with the bagel. Ruffolo's like,
I've
you
had
got
more
the everything.
bagels
You got
than
the plain bagel. You got the salted bagel. Of course, you got the everything bagel, the sesame bagel, and the poppy bagel.
and there's also now the bougie ones, the cinnamon sugar, the blueberry, the
don't eat the poppy ones if you're taking a drug test. Just saying.
I failed my. That's what I used to say. I failed my drug test because I ate a poppy bagel. That and a half ounce I smoked in the last day and a half.
It was just the poppy bagels. I didn't.
I ate a poppy bagel and I smoked an ounce and a half a week last week.
All right, Lawrence, so you are right. I have seen Einstein's bagels. I've never been in there though. I've never been.
But those aren't that good either. You got to get like the mom and pop bagel shop is where you want to go.
Yeah, so
Right.
I've never. I don't even know if one of those
Oh,
exists.
I know where there's a great one in Vegas. Actually, I know a great one in Vegas that's off the strip. We'll go for breakfast. You know what? I would skip Peppermill and go to this place instead. I would skip Peppermill.
We got enough days. We can do them all.
Yeah. No, but this is the Peppermill. You have to wait. This other place will go right in.
For sure.
I forget what it's called.
Yeah, y'all gotta put me on that.
Doesn't look like Chris wants to skip Peppermill.
No, I'm fine with skipping Peppermill. I know there's another place off the strip that I've been dying to go to. So let's see. Sorry, I'm still blown away about Jay.
I know.
Really.
I know, Chris. I've just never.
Okay. I'm trying to find myself again.
You see what I eat for breakfast? That's what I eat like every day. The Chick-fil-A biscuit, like, yeah, that's my breakfast. I never thought about a bagel.
I mean, the biscuits are good, but
Okay, before I get into the hockey picks, I was going to get Chick-fil-A the one time I was near one earlier, like last week, and I was pissed, and I didn't go because they don't have the mac and cheese up here for whatever reason.
I've never gotten the mac and cheese from Chick-fil-A.
Apparently, it's legit.
It's not like a.
I told you guys I don't eat cheese, so.
Oh
Yeah.
I don't like runny mac and cheese.
No, apparently this is like.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Except for on pizza, I do eat pizza.
I'll be a bagel mania, man. You guys can go wait in line at Peppermill.
All right.
I love bagel mania.
Anyways, give me the two team parlay. Give me the Dallas Stars and give me the Boston Bruins.
You didn't take us to the Raptors for the parlay today? I'm kind of surprised.
No, I'm just saying, just for hockey. I'm just saying the two teams I'm going to parlay.
I know
Is
you usually bait us with the if you want the hockey parlay.
no. I wouldn't parlay on today's card. I don't think. Um, yeah, Dallas. I trust them more than the Islanders, especially being at home. The Islanders, a team that's winning less than 40% of their games on the road. Dallas has been one of the most consistent teams in the NHL, even with a little bit of losing streak. I think they have the edge here. It's gonna be Dallas and give me the Bruins. If we were getting more plus money with the Kraken, like if we were getting them as a bigger underdog, I'd say take the Kraken plus 1.5 because they've covered that plus 1.5 in all 5 all-time meetings against the Bruins. But minus 144, more than reasonable price with the Bruins, who are still the better team despite some struggles lately. So give me the Bruins on the road.
Any hockey for you, Mitch?
Nope.
I'm taking the Stars with Ruffolo, but I'm gonna fade them and take the Kraken. Y'all know I love taking the Kraken. They already beat the Bruins this season 4-1. It was not even long ago in Boston, where we know the Bruins don't lose. And now he's seeing Boston kind of struggle here on the road in back-to-back games, overtime games as well. Seattle kind of comfortable at home, 4th straight home game. I think they can get them again. I like y'all know I like plus money. So Stars, I'll probably lay the puck line with the Stars, and then plus money line Kraken. Costi, do I even need to ask?
You know what? I'm not on our other streaming where I can't put my avatar on this one. Well, let me do it.
Yeah.
I have the one that's like this. No. No. Ruffalo.
Tomorrow's the day that the Coyotes end their losing streak. FYI, tomorrow's the day. No, Chris, no.
Jay, you know my thought. I told you yesterday.
I know, but the Canadians are ass.
You know how many wins the Canadians have in their last 10 games?
How many?
2. You know how many the Coyotes have? Not 2.
I know, because I've been betting them. Oh, man, the Coyotes, they're going to be the death of me, man. So, the Maple Leafs, they're going to beat the Golden Knights again tomorrow, and then they're going to lose on Thursday.
Right. It wouldn't surprise me if they beat Montreal tomorrow, but I'm just saying my Nostradamus prediction.
All right, I'm going to roll with the Ruffalo theory. So I'm going to take the Canadians, and I'm going to take the Maple Leafs tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we're taking Coyotes' money line against the Maple Leafs to finally end the winning streak. All right. I'm going to rock with you, man.
So I guess Bagelmania moved. They became like a giant superstore because it was so good. It was like a little rundown place in a strip mall. It was a real dump. I liked it. It's a real shithole.
They got too big for their britches.
Got too big for my strip mall. It's all right. We can still go. Get Jay a bagel.
I'll try it.
Show him what he's been missing.
What is cream cheese? What is that?
Oh my God! What?
Is it cream cheese?
No, it's not like they take a block of cheddar cheese and like.
This is why Jay is the best in NBA because he doesn't cloud his brain with anything else except NBA. Like that's it. Like, what is lox? Nothing. What is a bagel? I have no idea.
Lox I can understand because not everybody knows
Memphis
what lox.
Hustle starting 5.
They're cooking me in the comments. I'm sorry, I don't know what cream cheese is.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could maybe get away with you not knowing what lox is because it's a niche kind of thing, and it's just like nobody hears like smoked salmon and thinks that it's called.
Have you ever been to Costco? I mean, have you ever been to Costco ever?
I know what it looks like, but like, what is it like?
My wife's looking at me.
What's it taste like? Like, what is cream cheese like?
The only way for you to know is to take a lactate and find it out for yourself. Like, I don't know what else.
I'm not lactose.
I know. I was just saying.
Oh. All right. I might gotta figure it out, man.
It'll be one of those things. We'll come on the next
No,
show.
you know what it's
Joe
gonna
eating
be
the bagel. It'll be nicely toasted. It'll be spreading his cream cheese. It's like, I'm trying the sesame today.
I'm doing this because like it's just like in Vegas. If we go get a bagel and Jay doesn't like it, he'd be like, "Hey, Roof, here, have this. I don't want it. I don't like the taste."
Yeah, but they have
Order
other-
free bagel.
I am that type. I will order chicken tenders from a steakhouse if I don't want that. I ordered a burger from Spago. Like, yeah.
Well, they have it on the menu.
that's
I mean,
not-
you're
that's
not the
not-
only
I
one
know.
that's ordered the burger
Yeah.
at
I know,
Spago.
I know.
Trust me on that.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I'm like really basic. Like, yeah.
Better not be putting
Man,
a pickle
I
on
don't
the
know.
Chick-fil-A costume.
Yeah, like honey, jelly, strawberry grape. Yeah, turn me up. Cream cheese, what is that?
Here's the thing, Jay. You're not going to get roasted in the comments. All they care about is winning an NBA. They're not too worried about your cream cheese selection. That's for sure. You don't have to worry about that. Focused. He's focused. I get it.
We're on the parlays.
There's going to be a lot of sampling going on in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat like I got
So you're
2
saying,
assholes.
like-
We've already been there. We've been down through.
Jay,
down
do you know what a coochie board is?
Yes, but I only found out about that recently because of TikTok. Yeah, the little cheese board. Yeah.
I don't do that shit. The people that post the cheese boards on Facebook, I block them. Like people that I unfriend them. You post a cheese board with like some rolled ham on your Facebook page, we're not friends anymore. It's like that's ridiculus. It's like I don't want to see it. Show me a picture of your puppy or the 1900 picture of your kid who grew another 1/800th of an inch this week. I'd rather see that than the frickin' cheese board. It's like, oh, it's a cheese board. It's like, oh, I like the green olives mixed with the black olives on my cheese board. It's like,
Then there's the jelly. There's the jelly.
God. Please.
The crackers.
Oh my God. It's like those cheese board people, those are the ones that I like to like take a picture of a piece of wood in the parking lot and then post it on my Facebook page. It's like, here's my board, like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's like, that's like been around forever. It's like, I hate that cheese board.
Have you ever had
pictures?
A5?
A5, what is that?
Well, if you have to ask, you've never had it.
I don't think I've ever had it either.
It's the most tender piece of meat. You can't eat a lot of it. It's really, really good. It's really expensive.
I've had it once.
Wagyu beef.
I've never had that.
Oh, you can't, right, Mitch? You don't do red meat.
Nope.
Jay, do you eat red meat? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't.
Jay eats red meat.
We'll get you an A5.
Jay gets triple bacon on his Chick-fil-A, man. It's like he gets a side of bacon on his side of bacon. Kidding?
My favorite is the rib cap.
It's like, would you like anything else? Can I get a side of bacon on my side of bacon? All right. He gets the side of bacon with the side of bacon, man. It's like
stone crabs and A5. That was on the menu for Super Bowl.
Costy's like Costy likes only the top shelf stuff. He is a bit of a fancy boy.
I like but I also eat everything else.
He's a fancy
boy. If I'm gonna splurge, I want stone crabs.
Costy's a fancy boy. He stashes away his doggy bag in his Merce.
I can't wait. I'm telling you, I'm gonna upgrade the Merce.
I tell you what, man, I'm gonna put a fish sandwich in there, man. I'm not even gonna tell you.
Just like slip it in.
That's what we do to those people. Yo, I'm telling you, back in the day when I worked on Wall Street, and by the way, today's the anniversary. I think it's the 31st anniversary of when they blew up the Trade Center, the bombing that I was in. I think it was 31 years ago today, believe it or not. I was sitting there like right before lunch hour, man. And I was in there and the bomb went off. It was crazy, man. I've shown my ID on here a few times. But not, let's see if they have them here. Yeah, I got them. Here we go. Gosh, do you ever see these? My badges from when I worked in the Trade Center. Let's see.
Oh my God. No, hold on. You gotta like get it. There we go. Oh, look at the hair. You got a nice head of hair.
No shit, man.
Did you see that before, Chris?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So I was sitting there like across the desk from my friend Spadoo. We'd have quitting practice every morning. You'd sit down and be like whoever came in last would sit down and they'd take off their jacket and be like, all right, I'm out of here. The other guy would have to follow up with one. So I regret to inform you today's my last day. All right, I quit. We did practice every day, and then man, we're just talking, hanging out, and it's like all of a sudden, it's like you're just sitting there like this, and never even saw it. The whole building just like folds in half, man, like this. It's like, whoa! And you hear this just boom, boom, and smoke starts pouring up, man. We never had a fire drill. We never had anything. Nobody knew what to do at all, man. And like that black soot, that stuff is like flying up the stairwell. We're going down. It's like sticking. Everyone's just like covered, man. Like your face just covered in this stuff. Like it was nuts, man. I never went back to work again. I never went back. It's crazy. They had like a temporary office to go to and stuff. No way. Not going. It's like no, more than that. I think it's 30-something years, right? Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, it's nuts, man. It was the craziest thing. And we left and we went to the bar, and I just remember like still being drunk on Monday morning and saying I'm not going back. That was it. And I left New York a few months after that. Never lived there again. That was it. Done. Like all the people they're like, oh, we're gonna go back. It's our job. I'm like, these guys ain't done. These guys are freaking nut jobs, man. These guys took a van full of explosives and parked it in the parking garage, man. I remember when they found the clue on the news, the guy held up something that was like this big. He's like, we have a clue. We think we know who it is. It's crazy, man. It was like a tiny piece of a rental van. I mean, like this big. The guy's like, we found a clue. So they're holding it up. He's like, I wonder if there's probably a picture of it somewhere. It's nuts, man. That was the craziest. Like, I've been in, like, planes that have fallen out of the sky and all kinds of stuff, but that was the craziest, most bedlam situation, man, I've ever been in.
You've been in planes? Hold on a second. Been in planes where you're, like, literally free-falling, and then they figure it out?
Yeah. Yeah. So when you're on the plane that's free-falling, this is what they do. They have a blanket that they throw over the cart. So the stuff, because you lost cabin pressure. Like you ever hear when they say if you lose cabin pressure, the masks will drop. So the masks have dropped. When you lose cabin pressure, what cabin pressure does on an airplane. I've learned all this stuff. Is that's what keeps everything. So like like when the plane bumps like this, like in normal, like in turbulence or something. That's why you stay in your seat, right? Because normally if the seat came out, man, you'd be on the ceiling, right? You'd hit the ceiling. But if you have cabin pressure, everything remains inside the cabin. Once you lose cabin pressure, then like say you have a drink on your little tabletop and the plane's dropping, the drink hits the ceiling. Man. Like everything hits the roof. It's insane. And they regained control of the plane. I was like, it was the craziest freaking thing. I was like, I'm never flying again, man. It's like I got up, I had just, they had just served breakfast. It was like back in the day, man. I had stuff like all over me. It was just everyone was just covered in like Bloody Marys and soda and stuff. It's like, oh man. But nothing was like that World Trade Center, the bomb. Nothing ever like that. Because when that happened on the plane, we were in a storm. So it's like we were bouncing already, But when the Trade Center, it was like that was just out of left field. Same thing, like I was in a F4 tornado. I've been in hurricanes. All that other stuff, at least there's some semblance of warning. But with the bomb, nothing, man.
Oh, yeah. Or like a mass shooting.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
I've been in one of those,
It's exactly like that. There's nothing. I mean, you're just there. You're just lucky, man, is that if you're still alive after.
Facts.
All the books, everything's flying off the shelves, man. It's like terrible. Anyways, speaking of parlays, what do you got today, Chris?
Oh boy, let's go with the Pacers. Let's go with South Carolina State. And let's go with NC Central against Delaware State.
New York Knicks, Mississippi Valley State plus the point. Dallas Stars money line 3-teamer.
I kind of like that. Costi?
Memphis Hustle, Delaware, Kansas State, Bethune-Cookman, TCU.
That's a lot of teams you got in that part.
I'm just trying. Listen, this is a lottery ticket. I'm trying to. Parlays are not for people that want to make small money. If you're going to do a parlay, just
Miami, Mississippi Valley State. Miami plus the points. Mississippi Valley State plus the points. And North Carolina Central. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining us. Jay, Costi, Chris. We'll have the crew back together on Friday for Friday's show.
back.
Some teams will be wrapping up their regular season over the weekend. And we'll be back. And to everyone else out there, all my friends I lost in the Trade Center many years later. Never forget. Thanks, everyone. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow. It's a freaking 4-game NBA card. We're an hour 30.